Well, hey there, my scrappy happy friends. Thanks for joining me today on my channel, InknWhimsy. It's where I get creative with color and ink to tell my ordinary story. I'm Laura Daniels, and I'm really glad you decided to join me today. This is the Gnomes for Autumn kit. And I know. I walk into Michael's, I walk into Walmart, and they have fall decorations up, and it kills me. It is 87, 90 degrees outside. So here I am presenting you with a fall kit. The photo I'm going to be using. Look at this right here. Whoops, it's written right here. 2008. This was back when you took a photo with your camera, you actually had to send off the film or drop off the film to get the picture back. This is Mom and Dad. We are up in New Hampshire. It is one of my favorite photos, and look how beautifully it goes with this. So if you're interested in seeing how I bring all this together, I may not even use a single gnome, because what's good is there's gnomes on one side and the other side it is just fall. So if you're interested in a closer look at this kit and then seeing me bring it all together, then go get your favorite cup of coffee and stick around for a bit. Wetter weather, even though right now you're wearing shorts and tank tops and you're drinking lemonade. Look at this. I love this color right here, this green. Leaves are falling, autumn is calling. I love that. Autumn is in the air. The pumpkins, the sunflowers. Here is a banner. I think I would do some faux stitching and then have the black pen and just have the string looping down. And then look at these right here. You have happy harvest, piles of smiles, season of change, pumpkin spice and everything nice, thankful, crispy days. So I love these, and also these are very high quality stickers. Look at that. They're not flimsy. They have a thickness to them that they hold up well. That's one of the things I love about it. Here's a great one for journaling right there. All right, so let's set that aside and look at these pages real quick. You're going to see what I have to work with. I love this right there, and how it just brings out all the colors in this photo. Here's a solid. I kind of added the solids in between to give these some color. I love this. So if you do a layout with books and reading and hot cocoa, this is it. Look at this with the different patterns of leaves. It looks like it's stamping on and off watercolor, and this is a real pretty zip strip with the sunflowers. And then here you have this striped pattern, which I like, and it looks like it's drawn on, which is kind of cool. You have I believe that's mocha, and then this is limeade. This is an old-fashioned plaid. I love it. And then this is the other side where it had the gnomes on it. And then here you have pumpkin. All right, so let me show you in a little more detail the actual. This is what I want to copy. I want to case it, CASE, and I want to put my own spin on it. I love how they use the colors, and a lot of these right down here, they have the pumpkin, the sunflowers, the leaves, and notice they've used happy harvest up here at the top. Now my thoughts are to use this photo, double mount it like this. I want to add in the green truck. Anyone remember this? This is called the seasonal haul. And look at this big, beautiful truck. I want to show you the size of it. Look how big it is. So I'm going to color that, add that in that green. And then this is the actual stamp set, Happy Harvest with the pumpkin. So I want to stamp and color and add these into the design. And then at the top of the photo, I want to be able to have my pull tab where I do journaling underneath. So I'm excited. Let's get busy. Looking at the artwork that's in this catalog, and this is our new Essentials catalog, they had three different pieces of cardstock laid down. One was the beautiful one with they look like watercolored leaves or off stamping leaves in that pretty pumpkin color. And then they had the yellow, which is the honey butter, and that is cut at about 11 and a half. and then they had a piece of white daisy cardstock that was cut at 11. And I love how they're bringing out all the other colors. So then the next thing that I did is, remember that word paper? I just love it. And if you look close, it says pause and reflect, tradition, family, gathering, bushels of fun, scenic drive. All right. So this, you know, when I'm looking at this is just a jumping off point. So I don't know what the exact measurements are, but I do know that it has one photo. It has a cluster here and down on the bottom and the strips, and I can just have fun playing with it. I do not get stressed over what I'm putting where or the exact measurements. So you can see that they have the word printed paper. I may do some ink around the sides. I do think that would look good. What do you think? Oh, Erin, where are you? I know you're going, yes, please. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to take out the toffee ink, and now anything that doesn't come out good, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to delete the video. That is the magic of editing. Oh, this looks better. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do this or not, but I think it's a good idea. Okay, so let's now lay this down and see how it looks. I think it's going to look rather nice. All right, so this, when you're looking at the photo, there is some space along the white side, the top and the bottom. And then underneath the photo, they have brought out, which I've already cut. I wasn't sure how big I wanted it. Remember, on the opposite side, it had the gnomes. I don't really care for gnomes. I don't want to do the gnomes. But you can see from the photo that it goes to the edge of the daisy, and that it is probably a couple of inches up. So I am just going to wing it and put it about right there. And then the other thing that you see in the photo is this piece. Now this piece is, and it needs to be cut a little shorter, and then it shows white along the bottom right there. Okay. It is from this piece of paper. Let me get it. All right, so this is the piece of paper, and you notice that to get the stripes down that way, I just cut it across the bottom here, right here. All right, so that's how I have that. I like how that looks. I taped it down and cut it just to the edge there. Now let's see what else we have. So here are the words. Here is this print, and now we're going to do our clusters, and the photo will go on top. How might I do that? I could do it right there in the middle. And then, see how they have the happy harvest there? I want to decide, I did it in both toffee and then black. So I want to kind of go, that's it in black. Boy, it really pops, doesn't it? And then this is it in toffee. That's not working. All right, I definitely like it in the black. Now, obviously, I'm going to cut it down. I think I'm going to print it, but when you see that it goes up that high, because the orientation of my photo is different, right? So I have to kind of change how I'm doing things. So let's see. Well, you know what I could do? But I have my journaling that I want to go in back here, right? So I want to pull tab. What will Laura do? And there's this photo. Oh my gosh, I am 61 now. This is 2008. I'm not even going to try to do the math, but I actually have brown hair, and now I have a head full of gray. So, but what I'm thinking of doing is, here's my journaling, and either putting this to the back like that. In other words, I would mount the photo and I would mount the journaling and then have a pull tab. Let's see, let's look at that sticker sheet. All right, well now everything's about to change. Look at this right here, very blessed, and it looks just like a tab. And look how well it makes my mom's jacket pop. So I think I'm going to use that as a tab at the top to pull out my journaling, and I may not even use this at all because I am going to start laying down some of the stamped and colored images that I cut out with die Thinlits, I'm sorry, and then we'll see what we want to use. I mean, maybe I want to use this right here, or leaves are falling. All right, so let's just pause on that for a moment and look at some possibilities with all of these things. I do want to get the tab done first though. So I just used some of this little static pillow right here, and when you rub it on the back of a sticker, it stops it from being as sticky so that you can manipulate it around, you know, put it here, put it there. So let's move things around a bit and see what some of my options are. And you notice I am not gluing anything down, except I glued these down. I didn't do these. All right, so I cut this down just a little bit so I'd be able to play with it. If we put a sunflower down there, we need one up here. Y'all can't even see all this fun stuff I cut out. Let's try an orange pumpkin. Oh, that looks better, doesn't it? An orange pumpkin. And then, oh, let's see. I want this moved over to about right there. I don't know how people play on camera and get all this done. Like, I can't even think just for the fact I know y'all are watching me. So I am literally going to turn off the camera. I'm going to play a little bit and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so one of the things I did is I went and placed on the back some 3D foam tape. This is all I had. It's kind of thin, but it'll work. And then I will be able to slip in my journaling. So when it's like this, I'll be able to pull it out, right? But you need to make sure you have the 3D foam tape to keep it locked in. And you can see on the back, I put a photo of me standing at the same bridge with Mom and Dad. So I love how that comes out. I may do some faux stitching up the top and the bottom there. I think it'll look good. So I'm going to peel off the 3D foam tape and place this down, and I have a funny story to tell you. Okay, so I spent the last 30 minutes looking for my phone. Now, can anyone tell me, all of you smart YouTube people out there, where you think my phone might have been? Because I looked under all my paper, I looked under the table, I went downstairs, I came back upstairs, and it was literally on my phone stand so that I could record. It's like having glasses on top of your head and you look all around, you can't find your glasses and they're on top of your head. So please tell me that someone out there has had that same thing happen. Otherwise, I think I might just give up because I just can't do this. Oh my gosh. Because then after that, I was in total discombobulation and I couldn't figure out a single thing that I wanted to do with anything because I was just so stressed. So, okay, but here we are. We're like almost done. And it was all about this green truck because I wanted to use this green truck that I made. So I'm just going to set it right there so I can kind of judge where I want to put this, since I'm just like, oh my gosh, I can't even begin to tell you. All right, there we go. Hopefully that is straight. Let's move the journaling right in behind there. See how nicely that slides in and out. Look at that. All right, now we're going to put down my truck. Oh my gosh, I am telling you, sometimes I just don't know about myself. What is going to happen years from now? My mom is probably watching this and laughing. Mom, you just should not do that. All right, here's a little pumpkin. Now, I colored this with the colored pencils. And I used, let me see, what color? Well, you know me, with the way things are going, I don't even know where the pens are. Here are the pencils for one thing, and I use the orange citrus. And these are the Colorista colored pens. So let me, and I'm trying not to rock the table. We have to stick this pumpkin. I know, it's a very big pumpkin. He had a good season. All right, I don't want to use dimensionals on this at all. I want to stick that right there. And then I did this leaf also. Now these leaves I did with the tri-blend markers. One of them was muted brown. The other, I will have to tell you, let's see. I use muted brown blend and I use gold yellow blend. All right, so since it's all about the truck, and I needed to include the truck. You know how that gets. You get something in your head and you just got to do it. Well, I need green up here because it kind of needs to go around, right? Because I have green there, green there. And I said I didn't want to use gnomes because I'm just not a gnome person. That's a little too cutesy for me. Now, you may love gnomes. That is okay. So, I'm going to bring this in up here. And once again, I glued something down. Y'all are lucky you're even getting this video. Let me see. Oh, thank goodness. It has peeled up. Okay, here we go. Remove the cat hair. I know. Okay. Oh my gosh. I don't even know what to tell you. I'm just like flying by the seat of my pants at this point. Now, let's do this before it all goes. Now, here is my other. I did this pumpkin, I believe, in coral blend, because I was trying to bring out, now see, it doesn't look too bad with this color right here. So I mean, obviously we are doing it. Okay, let's see, lift this up, start to stick again. We're going to do this something like that, just like that. I kind of like that. See how we have the green coming down. Well, then I had the problem with the Happy Harvest. I must have moved it around 20 gazillion times. I put it here, I put it here, I put it there, I put it there. No, you have no say in it right now because I have finally made up my mind. It is going right there. So, I'm wondering, let's see. I want it a little bit under there. So let's do this. You know, I could not do this live. As soon as I started laying down all of my pieces in front of y'all, trying to make up my mind, like I said, all I kept thinking of, y'all are just right there, right? And you were stressing me out. I know you weren't there intentionally stressing me out. You were stressing me out. So, until I get more comfortable, it's just not going to happen. I don't know. Maybe I should do this on top. Oh, see, now we're getting into that whole thing again. This is getting bad, and I'm really having to lean forward. Everything's sticking down. I do this every single video, don't I? Oh my gosh, I really do. Okay. You're saying, would you please? It is going to go right. Oh, you know what I can do? Oh my gosh, I am such a goob. Let's just cut this in half. That's all we got to do. Now I just need a pair of scissors. Right? Okay. We are cutting it. And now we're going to put, I guess I go to show that, look, anyone can do this. You can most certainly do this. Can we all take a deep breath? I really think I need a glass of wine. All right, now, do I even want to try to use these to bring out a little red, or should I just leave well enough alone? That is the question. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, I think we need this darker color. With the way things are going, oh, I don't know. We're just going to throw some down, okay? And if I don't like it later off camera, I will literally just take them off. That's what I'll do. Yeah. So if we got the red down there, we gotta have it up here. I'm gonna put it right there. And we need a little guy. Where are we gonna put this one? How about right there? And then actually, you know what? I don't think it looks that bad. And oh, we don't have a lot of choices here, do we? We're just gonna, this is because that one's kind of big. That one, no, I don't think so. Oh well, we'll put that one right there. All right, now for my sanity level, we are seriously going to call this done. I hope that I like this 10 minutes from now because it has cost me so much stress. But I'm calling this done. You be sure to tell me what you think about it in the comments below. You can only say nice things. Thanks for hanging with me. I really enjoy filming these for you. I seriously do. Because once it's done, I know I have another page done. And hopefully you're learning from all my discombobulation. And together we're a team, because together you're learning what not to do and what you can do. You know the drill, my friends. Be sure to give it a thumbs up if you enjoy these videos. It lets me and YouTube know. And then pay attention down in the description. There's a playlist of all my previous videos. I'm also taking some close-up photos, so you'll be able to see them in the next few minutes. And until we meet again, God bless. Have a great day. Bye-bye.